Greg BULMASH. He's from Seattle. He works at Avalara. He also organizes Seattle Coder Dojo. He's here to talk to us about kids, JavaScript, and Minecraft, which obviously, kids like Batman. So Batman onesie, I thought, was an appropriate thing to wear to Cascadia JS. Take it away, Greg.
Thank you. So I especially want to thank our organizers, Carter, Tracy, our curator for today, Ryan, and everybody who's been working really hard on this. My name's Greg BULMASH. My hobby is running Seattle Coder Dojo. I put hobby in air quotes because it's almost a full-time job. We're a volunteer group that teaches kids computer programming. Amazon gives us 4 classrooms on Saturday mornings, and we teach about 80 to 100 kids on Saturdays. I'm teaching a Minecraft modding with JavaScript class there tomorrow. This is a one-day, no experience necessary class where we'll get kids introduced. We did an earlier one in February and March that required more experience. Tickets sold out for this class in 6 minutes. It's pretty popular with kids, and it's a great way to get kids interested in programming. So before I go on, Katie told me that every deck needed a cat. So I was thinking, how do you relate cats in Minecraft? And I came up with the Mine Cat, and I commissioned an artist to draw this. So we'll be getting back to that in a bit. What is Minecraft? For those of you who don't know, it's a game where you can either play in sort of a competitive mode where you're trying to survive and acquire assets and resources, or you can play cooperatively, or you can just build. It's like the world's largest Lego set with unlimited blocks of unlimited colors. And kids really do seem to enjoy it. As an example, the hashtag Minecraft channel on YouTube has 9.7 million subscribers. This is 6 times more than Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber has more than Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, and the Beatles combined. So it's a pretty big following. Now, what is Minecraft modding? Well, modding is just basically writing programs within the game that use the game APIs. And I'll show you sort of an example. So this is a cow. This is a cow in Minecraft. They don't do much. They're cows. But when you're modding, you can make them rain from the sky on fire. Or if you want something a little less violent, you can stack them in a pyramid. Now, people ask me how you get the cows to stand still because otherwise it just collapses. Little trick in Minecraft, make the cow ride itself. Very weird thing, but it works. It keeps them still. So how do you do Minecraft modding? Usually you have to download a server. It's built in Java. And most Minecraft modding is done in Java. But a number of people have built extensions that allow you to program in other languages like Python, Lua, and now JavaScript. So JavaScript in Java, this is a thing. It actually started in the 90s when Netscape was building a version of Netscape Navigator that was in pure Java. The Navigator in Java didn't live on. The JavaScript interpreter from it did as Mozilla Project Rhino. And since 2006, Project Rhino has been distributed with the Oracle Java binaries. So you can implement a JavaScript interpreter in Java right now. So why JavaScript? Well, you bring a bunch of kids in and you go, here, we're going to teach you programming. Boom! Complexity. You don't want that lurking underneath the surface. You want something simple. So why JavaScript? Let's compare hello worlds. The in-game hello world in Minecraft is 24 characters. This is just a general demo hello world in Java. You don't want to have to start explaining what public static void main string is to a kid who's never even programmed. We can keep this out and maybe get to these kinds of concepts later when the kids are a little more mature, a little more sophisticated. So the Minecraft plus JavaScript combo was created by a guy named Walter Higgins. He's also associated with Coder Dojo. He's a Coder Dojo dad in Ireland who was doing modding with his son and heard about Project Rhino and thought, hey, how could I implement that as a mod to expose the Java APIs to JavaScript? He did it over a Christmas vacation, and then he's been working on it for the last couple of years and building in additional functionality and features. It's really a lot of fun. So I'm going to give you a bunch of links. So if you download the deck later, you can get to them. We have, obviously Minecraft the game and Scriptcraft, which is the mod that Walter created. We have Canary Mod, which last weekend went belly up, but you can still get a copy of it. The maintainers have given up maintaining it. We have my Minecraft workshop docs at yiddish.ninja. You go to yiddish.ninja/MC. And also, Seattle Coder Dojo is doing a robotics day in 2 weeks, and we'd love some help buying some robots, so I just threw in a link for our Indiegogo. Now, we're going to move to live demos because what's really fun is to actually see this in effect. So I'm just sort of, tell you what I'm going to show you, then I'm going to show you. We're going to go through the JavaScript console that's in the game. We're going to talk a little bit about the drone object. We're going to blow some stuff up, and then we're going to stack pigs in a pyramid. So this is the end of the presentation. We'll now bring up... Okay. I forgot we're on dual screen here, so just a moment. Where's my mouse? I think it's... There it is. Okay. So we'll just move this over here. And we'll maximize it. And how about we just get out of the dual screen and duplicate so everybody's happy. Alrighty. So we'll get back into the game here and we will turn on our sound. Now, the great thing about Minecraft is it puts a JavaScript console right in the game. So we can do... And there's our hello world. Very simple. Now, the great thing is that Walter Higgins, who built this, built a sort of like a jQuery, a big helper library of features that you can do very simple stuff very easily. So if I want to do a box of dynamite, we've got a box of dynamite. So you can literally show the kids how to build a world-destroying brick of TNT in one line of code. That gets their attention. Another thing is that it's not so much world-destroying as server crashing brick of TNT. This we can blow up. It's not going to be too bad. When you start going like 20 by 20 by 20, now you've got 80,000 bricks of TNT. Gets 8,000 bricks of TNT. It gets big. So other things you can do, and this is one of my favorite things that he put in the drone, is so we'll make a dance floor that's 5 blocks by 5 blocks. You can build castles, you can build rainbows. So it's a great way you can just start getting the kids used to, using a function, passing a parameter, and they get immediate results. They're not actually having to write big programs yet, but they can get a dance floor, they can get a fort, a castle, a rainbow, stuff like that. Now, of course, I said that we were going to blow stuff up, and that's always sort of fun to do. I'll walk away from the town. Now, there are a couple different things. We can do just... now, you saw that I did JS. Now I'm doing JSP. You can make commands that any player can use, and those are called by JSP. JS is actually your JavaScript interpreter. So we're going to use a command I wrote called boom. And that's actually pretty simple. we'll get out of the game for a moment, and I'll show you the code here. And there's the code. So Boom is very simple. We create a drone, and we move the drone away from us a little bit. We're in creative mode, so we can't be killed, but still it's nice not to just get thrown away. And the reason I create the drone is because then I don't have to do all the math to figure out where the new location is in 3D space. I can just do var loc d get location, and then an object within the location object is the world. The world has a method make explosion, and you feed it the player who's calling it, the location, and the strength, and boom, you're good. And true is, do you want smoke? Because apparently explosions without smoke don't do a lot of damage. Now, if you want to do something a bit more interesting, we can take a bigger boom, move it underground. Just a second, I'm going to fly away here because that's faster. Take a bigger explosion, move it underground, and oh, that's what we drop. And we'll just do so as you can see, I've aptly named this Big Hole. And then we can just sort of look down into it. So you can make explosions like that. The interesting thing about TNT, you actually cannot get... Don't know what that's from. You can't get TNT's ID and just sort of blow it up. You actually have to use the make explosion where you created the TNT. And the TNT brick is created asynchronously, so you actually have to set a listener for when the TNT brick drops. That would be, we do that with Kaboom. Uh-oh. And who wants to see more explosion? Who wants to see a pyramid? More explosions. Okay, the pyramid. So we can do two things. We can do just like a regular pyramid of like cows or pigs, or we can do a pyramid of wolves, wait a few seconds for it to relax, then a pyramid of sheep, wait a few seconds for it to relax, and see what the wolves do to the sheep. All right, I think it's wolves and sheep it is. So this is a simple, this is another JSP. And we tell it to make it with wolves. And there's our pyramid of wolves. And they're writing themselves, so they will stay still. And we've got a set timeout that then runs through something in about 12 seconds that will release them. So we'll just walk over here, and we'll do the same thing with sheep. Now, while the sheep are frozen, you can't do that much damage to them. Yeah, so all the sheep are gone. So that's my presentation. You can find a copy of the server with these mods installed, downloadable from yiddish.ninja/mc, along with some docs on how to install them. I have those Minecat stickers in my pocket. Anybody wants one, just come see me after. And thank you very much.